Find out he was at another woman's house on our wedding night. This is supposed to be my honeymoon. I said, why you over this woman's house? Oh, all I did was just kiss her. Wedding night.
When Tiffany and Alan married more than 9 years ago, they exchanged promises of forever. But was the honeymoon over before it even started?
I leaned over, I slapped him dead in his ear. Slapped him dead in his ear and woke him up. I said, what is this? He talking about, so why you tripping, man?
Now, the way that happened, when she came in, I did not know the woman was in the bed, and I put out.
Can Tiffany and Alan work out their marriage, or will Alan's mom get her wish for this union to end?
I didn't want him to get married because Tiffany's trifling. She's not a good mom. I have no love for her.
Today on Divorce Court.
Come to order. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Tiffany Rutledge and Alan Murray. The two of you have been married for 9 years and you have 3 children together. In the courtroom today, I also have Sistina Dalmas, which is Mr. Murray's mother. Hello to you as well. She is going to be a witness in this case, and we will hear from you later on. The two of you want to get a divorce, and Ms. Rutledge, you are seeking a significant amount of money that we will discuss later on in this matter. But before we get to that, Ms. Rutledge, I'm going to start with you. Why are we here in divorce court today?
Your Honor, everybody in America needs to know how stupid I was and get a good knee-slapping gut buster off of me. How stupid I was at 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm 30 now. Do I need to go any further? Because this man right here has took all my youth away. I used to be fine as wine. Now I'm just fine. Okay? Okay?
He has took fine. Don't worry about it.
He took all of it away. Okay? I want a divorce from him because first of all, he's a cheater and he's a mama's boy.
Well, tell me about him being a cheater.
The first time he ever cheated, we was just dating. Okay? Valentine's Day is the only holiday I like. Period. Bottom line is the only holiday I like. Right? I'm calling around, and a family member picked up the phone. I said, don't lie to me. So where you at? He said, oh, he over this woman's house. On Valentine's Day? On Valentine's Day, you got a woman, you over some woman's house?
I got her a gift, though.
Okay. So I didn't say anything at all. When I finally caught up with him, I said, why you over her house? Oh, I was over there playing video games. Video games? And we could have been playing our own games? Are you serious? Are you serious right now?
Mr. Murray, were you AWOL on Valentine's Day while you were dating?
Yeah, no. I saw her the day before.
That's not Valentine's Day.
Yeah, no.
You know, Mr. Murray, and I just want to explain this in general. The point of a holiday is to express in a more spectacular fashion the love, care, or appreciation that you have somebody on that particular day. Right. It don't count the day before or the day after. You know what I mean? It's that day.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, just trying to help you out. Ms. Rutledge, why don't you tell me, is that the last time he cheated on you?
No, that's just the beginning.
That's just the beginning. Tell me the next time he cheated on you.
The next time, okay, I got pregnant and I was staying with my mama. He did ask me, he was like, so when we gonna get married? I kept saying, I don't know, because I was young. I was like, I don't know. So we got married, and a family member of his married us. So now we at our reception on another day. So now everybody's having a good time, everybody's happy. So I'm a party girl, I like to party. So after our reception, I said, we gonna go out. That's gonna be us, that's gonna be our time. A new married couple, we gonna hit the streets together, right. We gonna look good. We never met up at the club. So now I'm standing in the club by myself. Now I'm all alone. Come to find out he was at another woman's house on our wedding night. This was supposed to be my honeymoon. He over there at another woman's house. So when I grilled him about it, I said, why you over her house? So now I'm expecting they cheating. I mean, he cheating. I said, why you over this woman's house? Oh, all I did was just kiss her. On our wedding night.
Mr. Murray, I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell me that's just completely wrong.
It is.
Tell me what actually happened.
All right, so we were going out. We were supposed to go out anyway. So when my ride got to me, she was like, so what's going on? We was like, yo, I don't know. They just left me here. You know, I said I was going to wait for you, and they just left. You know, so I went and I called a friend. That's all she was at the time. She was a friend. So I called a friend of mine. She said, "What's wrong?" She was like, "Yo, you know what? We barbecuing. Just come over and help cook." That's the only reason I went over to our house.
You mean to tell me that you married somebody that day, and just because there was a little miscommunication, you just went, the heck with Santa, let me roll over some chick's house and barbecue?
Well, no, like I said, she left me in the parking lot. And then when my ride came, my ride was
But
like,
you
"Where we
just
gonna
got
go?"
married. If she left you in the parking lot, you go find her. What's up? What's happening? Get a cat.
She wasn't driving.
You run. You walk through fire. It's your wedding night.
I was fine the next day.
I do. Y'all clamp together until at least the next morning. Good night, nurse. So, Mr. Murray, we've been talking about you for. Did you cheat on her?
No, not
Did you
then.
kiss another woman?
No, not then.
Did you at any point in time cheat during the course of your marriage?
Yes.
How many times?
Maybe twice.
Maybe twice?
Maybe twice.
Really?
When divorce court continues, can Alan's mother tone it down in front of Judge Lynn?
She used to call me all kind of fat slobs. All time. That's what she was.
Well, now, Miss Dallas, you too old for that. Just because somebody is heavy doesn't mean you get to call them fat.
And later, how will Alan explain his way out of this one?
I caught him with my physical eyes.
Well, there you go.
Caught him with my physical eyes. Oh, he'll tell you about that story, didn't he?
Your mama warned you not to marry your mate. If you're ready to admit that she was right and divorce is your best option, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce court returns with the case of Alan Murray, who denies his wife's allegation that he is a mama's boy. But is Alan's mother causing other problems in the marriage too?
Look what I got to deal with here, my boy. I got to sit here and listen to both of them fuss at me.
Ms. Dallas, I want you to come forward, please. How are you today?
I'm blessed.
You are Mr. Murray's mother.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you in favor of this marriage at the beginning?
No, indeed.
Why don't you tell me why you weren't happy
Because
they
my
got
son was
married?
19 years old, haven't had a life.
19?
19 years old. Tiffany already had a child. He had to take on full responsibility as another dad. And Alan wasn't ready to be married, which Tiffany wasn't ready to be married. And
How old were you, Tiffany?
20.
20.
her family member proposed that they get married. Okay, you'll move in. Because I cried. If you look at the wedding pictures, my eyes was puffy. I didn't
Red, because you was
She didn't want paint all on the clothes, jeans.
I didn't want them to get married because Tiffany's trifling. She's not a good mom. I saw that with the first child.
Give me a story that shows that she's trifling.
Okay, we lived together. She has a son named, her oldest son was living, he was a toddler at the time. This particular morning, we asked Tiffany to get up to feed the baby. She gave him candy instead of getting up and fixing a meal for him. So I knew right then and there that she wasn't going to be married material and not going to be a mom material for my son, okay? And
That's pretty trifling. Did it
Honey
happen?
bun is not a candy if you
She
want.
gave him candy.
What is not a
honey
candy?
bun.
What?
Honey bun.
She wouldn't get off her.
Until I get up and fix breakfast.
At 9
They
o'clock,
still eat
Judge, at
Pop-Tarts
9
now.
o'clock, what time was she going to get up? 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock to feed the baby?
Was there an incident with a high chair?
Yes.
Could
Let
you
me tell you about that. Her oldest son, Alan Victor Murray the fifth. Okay, he was.
That's the son between those two.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
He was feeding, the baby was being fed. I asked Tiffany, I said, Tiffany, come downstairs and clean the high chair. She politely took the high chair, picked it up, and threw it in the dumpster. Keep from cleaning it. And
Did you
mind
throw
you,
the high
I
chair
sure
away
did,
to keep from cleaning
because
it?
I have twins. So I'm upstairs feeding them, bathing them, doing whatever I want to do with them. She stops me from the other ones and say, come downstairs and clean it. Why is you feeding them? And I said I was going to do it. But since you want to go ahead and volunteer, let me stop this now, because I said stop it. I picked up that high chair and I launched it in the dumpster, okay? Like She-Ra.
Wrong. She wasn't feeding the twins. Let me tell you something. My son worked. He had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. This little girl over here, before he leave out the door, mind you, she's a full-time mom. Before he leave out the door, he got to make bottles for her, so she's lying.
Getting up at 5
In the morning, she's
catching the
not
bus to
doing
work.
anything.
And you making bottles
for the
before you
twins,
go.
before she go to work.
And the bus that I needed to get to work on time had to be maybe 2 miles away from the house. So.
Did you make a man who was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to walk 2 miles to a bus, make bottles for the babies you supposed to be taking care of while he's gone? Did you do that?
Yeah, not every day, but yes, I did ask him. But yes, I did.
Never day it should be. It should be never day that you do that.
Yes, I
That's
did.
not
Thank
right.
you.
That's not right.
Look what I got to deal with. He a mama boy. I got to sit here and listen to both of them fuss at me. It's like I married both of them instead of just him.
She didn't marry me.
Okay?
Right.
It's like, but you're always in my business.
Well, let me ask Ms. Diamond, and be truthful now.
Okay.
You know, mothers and sons, they can be tight. They can be. Are you in their business just a little bit too much?
Only time I'm in their business when they put it in the pressing of me.
Right.
When he calls.
Only time
don't let
my
her
mom
check.
has ever been in our business is when I bring her into. She's never just like waiting there.
She's calling too. It's not one-sided. She's gonna call. Well, you know your son did this. Give you another example. They had just moved into an apartment, and my motto is, if he love it, I like it, because I have no love for her.
She just call me all kind of fat slobs.
All the time. All the time. That's what she was.
Well, now, Ms. Damas, you too old for that. You know that's not helpful. No. Listen, hey. If you write truth on the side of a missile, it does not absolve you from the damage it does when it goes off. Just because somebody is heavy doesn't mean you get to call them fat.
When Divorce Court continues, what did Alan do to push Tiffany over the edge?
I lean over, I slap him dead in his ear. Slap him dead in his ear and woke him up. I said, what is this? He talking about, so why you tripping, man? I'm not tripping.
Is Alan's mother meddling too much in her son's marriage? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call 1-800-282-1991 now.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court is back with the case of Tiffany Rutledge, who says she wants a divorce from her husband of 9 years because he is a cheater. But does Tiffany have proof?
Open the door, come to find out he in the living room laying on futon with a girl. I caught him with my physical eyes.
Well, there you go.
Caught him with my physical eyes. Oh, he didn't tell you about that story, did he?
No,
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna let you respond.
I know what she's
Go
talking
ahead.
Again, told you I'm nosy. Open the door, come to find out he in the living room laying on some futon with a girl. So when I walked over around to him. She laying right here. I leaned over, I slap him dead in his ear. Slap him dead in his ear and woke him up. I said, what is this? He talking about, so why you tripping, man? Why am I tripping?
Mr. Murray, do you care to respond to that allegation?
I sure do. Okay, now, she did catch me laying in the bed with another woman, okay? Now, the way that happened, when she came in, I did not know the woman was in the bed, and Your Honor.
That's what he told me, too. That's the look I gave him, too.
Your Honor, I had a roommate, and she was up with him. I went to sleep before both of them. So when I woke up, matter of fact, if she gonna tell you the whole truth like she's supposed to be doing, she would have told you. I woke up with a baffled look, like,
yeah,
what
did.
are you
like
talking
said,
about?
Why you tripping, man?
Like,
why you tripping?
I'm really like, what are you talking about? And I tried to go back to sleep until she left, and then she came back in, and then that's when, you know, I rolled over, and then I see this other woman. I'm like, yo, are you seriously in my bed?
I heard it all.
Word.
I heard it all.
Word.
Ms. Dalmas, why don't you tell me one more story that you think I have to
Tiffany's
hear?
not just as innocent. She's not innocent. She have cheated on my son. My husband, I had went and picked Tiffany up. The guy sitting on the step while we moving Tiffany out with her roommate. So she's not as innocent as she's trying to.
Have you cheated on him?
Yes, I have.
She's not. She's not the right. She's not the. When we have really picked her up, and the guy was sitting there while we taking her away.
Got it. All right.
And
Ms.
we still
Dalmas,
doing
you were
work.
very helpful. Thank you very much. I'm going to let you sit down, but
Thank
you
you.
were very helpful. Thank you very much. Ms. Rutledge, you are asking for $9,680 from Mr. Murray, including anything from the down payment, rent, shoes, water, electric. Why don't you explain to me why you believe you're entitled to this sum of money?
Because he doesn't pay enough child support. He behind as it is already.
So how long has he been paying child support?
Just 2 months, but he's behind.
2 years.
So I mean, 2 years. I'm sorry.
2
yes,
years.
2 years. But
How
he's
much does he
behind.
pay per month?
$375 is what he's supposed to pay. He paid $400 now because he's behind.
Okay, $400 per month.
He only paid $370 a month. Because when we was in there, let him tell her, oh, I pay you $3,000 if we just leave.
Is this pursuant to a court order or a
Yes,
personal agreement between the two of
court
you?
order.
A court order.
Court
Okay.
order.
Mr. Murray, you have in fact been paying child
Yes.
support for 2 years?
Every week they get it out my check.
Okay. And they are collecting the $400 a month?
$370. That's what he's supposed to pay. $375.
But you said he $400 now because
400
they're
because
taking
he's
back
behind.
the arrears,
He's
correct?
behind.
Okay. Good enough.
When divorce court continues, Judge Lynn offers Tiffany words to live by.
Roll. Don't look, don't inspect, just roll. Men do better when they got to beg for you, not when you beg for them. They really do. They need to hunt.
Is Alan's mother meddling too much in her son's marriage? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call 1-800-282-1991 now.
Divorce court returns with the case of Tiffany Rutledge and Alan Murray, who are contemplating divorce after 9 years of marriage.
I think you tried to be a right guy.
Thank you.
I think you were too young to get married, but you were trying to do the right thing. You had an idea of where you're supposed to go. You may not have had all the tools to get you there, but you were trying to do the right thing. The stuff that you guys were doing were stuff high schoolers would do.
Amen.
That's because you were so young and way too young to get married. And I don't think either one of you had the maturity to trust one another because you don't have the security within yourself. That's all I'm going to say. You got started too young, didn't get it right. Hey, you're trying, and I got to give you props for that. You're in it deep. But I got to tell you, I got kids 21, 18. I'm all up in their business, but they're not married. But I understand what the problem is. He's still a boy.
Exactly.
And this is not a. I'm not devaluing you at all. You were pushing manhood really, really hard, but 19 is still boyish, and you know. Next time, before you get married, listen to your mother.
Thank you.
Just
Thank you.
You don't have to do what she tells you to do, but appreciate what she's telling you about what's about to happen, because she's been out there for a minute. She loves you, and she knows. I'm not saying you're a bad person, Ms. Rogers. You're just too young to do what you were trying to get done. You're going to have to climb off all that anger. If you can't trust a guy, roll. Don't look, don't inspect, just roll. You know what I mean?
I had to get to the bottom of it.
No, you don't. Even if I think like I might have to look,
Then leave.
what's the point?
Girl, I'm gonna take your advice
You
now. 'Cause
roll.
Now I know. First signs,
Men do
you
better
ain't
when
it.
they got to beg for you, not when you beg for them. They really do. They need to hunt. I was the leavingest sister in the state of Ohio, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania. You look at me funny, get 5 minutes later, I'm firing you. I think women should do that all across the board. We'd get treated better. Having said that, I will say that this man is on child support. A court determined how much he was supposed to pay you for the support of those children. That may not be enough, but you have to go back to that court, get a modification of support from that guy, and that's what you have to do. Therefore, there will be no recovery in this matter.
Will y'all stop talking about
it is so ordered.
Stop talking
All
about
rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
it. Thank you.
I thought the judge's ruling was fair. It was equal. I feel Tiffany didn't deserve any more money than what she's already getting. I pay child support every week faithfully, so enough is enough to me.
Okay, the next time I meet a man, I'm gonna make sure I get to know him. Make sure, wait a little 2-3 years. Make sure, he ain't crazy with his mama and love. So I'll make sure that all that is squared away. He can be a mama's boy, but not a mama's boy.
I told that man to listen to his mother because I've always